robot vacuums have come a long way. Some of them actually can vacuum, mop, and even empty themselves. They can even wash their own mop pads and basically clean your house with almost zero effort. But the Dreame L60 Pro Ultra claims to push those things even further. It features Dreame's VorMax suction system with up to 35,000 PA of suction, a self-cleaning dock, anti-tangle brushes, and a all-new Pro Leap climbing system designed to get over obstacles that normal robot vacuums couldn't. And today we'll be putting it through some real cleaning tests and see exactly how does it all perform. So if you guys want to learn more about them, check out the link down below in the description. And without further ado, let's go ahead and unbox this thing. Alright, so the box itself is, how do I say, fairly heavy, and it is quite big. But as you kind of rotate it about, highlight some of the cool things behind it. For instance, it features 35,000 PA suction. That's probably one of the strongest ones we've seen yet. And over here shows some of the smart features. So it can actually go down where the LiDAR will decrease its height, and it can make it nice and flat. So you can go under sofas up to 3 inches. It can also go over different terrains without any issues with the suspension. It can detect for pets. And then of course it can also climb up to 1.77 inches and 1.69 inches. So it can climb a good amount to get over these small different obstacle barriers. Let's open this thing up. Let's take a look at this guy. Oh wow. It has that nice brushed metallic finish to it here on the front. It has this really interesting looking design. On the top side here, you'll have your 2 containers, and these are actually probably one of the larger containers we've ever seen. So you don't have to go ahead and replenish it from time to time. Obviously, it is a difficult process to keep changing it out, but it's nice that they have these larger containers, making it much more easier. And over here, you'll see our compartment. So we have our dust bag, as well as our cartridge for our detergent. So we have some accessories going on over here. So we have our mop pads. So the nice thing about these is that they're actually Velcro. So they're easy to remove. So if you have to wash them manually, you can. I would do that from time to time. It does come with an extra dust bag, so that's always good. So you don't really have to worry about the first replenishment. They do give you an extra one. One's already pre-installed. Inside here we have our power cable. And in the corner, we actually received a multi-surface floor cleaner. So think of this as a detergent. So the nice thing about the Dreame app is that it'll go ahead and warn you if you're running low on something. So some first impressions of our robotic vacuum. Definitely has a really clean, polished finish to it. Now, the one thing I note is that it has this like grainy kind of material to it. I think that's more designed for durability, as a lot of these things do get dirty over time, especially when it's white. So it is nice that they did go that route. Now the top part does open up, and over here you'll see the LiDAR is flushed. This does raise when it needs to scan the environment. So, and it has that nice metallic finish and a 3 microphone array. So yes, you can actually hear as well. So this here is our dust box. So if you wanted to empty it out manually, you can. They do recommend cleaning this from time to time. It actually shows you exactly how to do that over there. And it does have a filter built into it. On the front here, you'll have a push sensor. So if it happens to the wall, it'll stop that way, but it also features an AI camera. And you can see it's got multiple cameras as well as a light, and then multiple sensors on the front, so you can actually see things very vividly. Now, as you kind of flip it over, kind of where the magic happens, you have one brush here kind of brushing the dirt into the center, in which you have a dual spindle design. Now, the design is actually quite unique behind this. From what I've seen in the past is that because it's open-ended on one end, you don't have to worry about hair getting caught in there. That makes it a lot more efficient. And to kind of foolproof it, having the double spindle will actually go ahead and eliminate the issue of it actually catching any hair. So over here you'll see the 2 mop pads. So they just magnetically attach, just like this. And another nice thing is that the mop pad will swivel out, so it'll get the corners as need be. Same with the brush, that also swivels out, so it'll get nice and close to the corners. Now, it does have a dual suspension. Another thing you notice, you'll see a small wheel, so extend out to climb over small steps. So all in all, it is a very intelligent system. And yeah, I'm excited to go ahead and try this thing out. So what do you guys think? Is it gonna be pretty good? Oh yeah, they definitely agree, that's a fact. So they sent us 2 versions of it. We have the standard Ultra, as well as the Ultra PE, which stands for performance. The big difference with the Performance Edition is that it's tuned for stronger cleaning and better hair tangling. It has upgraded detangling brushes, smarter obstacle detection, and a more advanced dock system that can automatically rewash the mop and keep everything cleaner. So you can think of the Pro Ultra as the flagship and the PE as the performance version, designed for homes with pets, long hair, and much more heavier messes. Now everything is controlled through the Dreame app. During the first run, the robot maps out your house and creates a floor plan. From there, you can go ahead and choose to clean individual rooms or run a full house cleaning or even schedule automatic cleanings. You can also create no-go zones for areas you want the robot to avoid, like around cables, pet bowls, or kid play areas. You can even adjust things like suction power as well as mopping intensity. Now that everything is set up, let's see how this robot vacuum performs. First up is the debris test. I scattered some pom-poms along with smaller debris to see how well the suction performs. The L60 Pro Ultra uses Dreame's VorMax suction system, which delivers up to 35,000 PA of suction power. Alright, so overall it did a great job. Next is our hair test. Hair is one of the biggest challenges for robot vacuums because it tends to wrap around the brushes. The L60 Pro Ultra uses Dreame's Hyperstream Detangling Dual Brush System, which is designed to reduce hair tangles and keep the brushes spinning freely. So let's see how it handles this pile. Let's put it to the test. Remove this cap here and we can take a closer look. So you can see there that it's actually pretty tangle free for what it is. There's nothing actually caught inside the machine here. It automatically sucks it back into there, so that's always a plus. And then I'm just gonna put that back, and that's it. So yeah, that is definitely a pass in my book. Now here's one of the more interesting features. The L60 Pro Ultra uses Dreame's Pro Leap system, which helps the robot climb over obstacles up to 3.46 inches. That is insane. So most robot vacuums struggle with door thresholds or thick rugs. So this feature is designed to help the robot continue cleaning instead of getting stuck. Now let's test the mopping system. Instead of dragging a cloth behind like most robot vacuums, this one uses rotating mop pads that scrub the floor. The system can also use hot water cleaning to help remove stains. So I went ahead and spilled some milk to see how it cleans up. Now once the robot is finished cleaning, it returns back to the dock automatically. And this is where a lot of the automation really happens. The dock empties the dustbin, washes the mop pad, and dries them using hot air so they don't stay wet. That means you can go weeks between manual maintenance, depending on how often you run it. Up next will be our carpet test. In order to do this, we'll be using fine powder. Let's see how it handles. So as you can tell, it does a great job on carpet, able to pick up all the fine powder with one sweep. Right, so up next is going to be our obstacle avoidance test. This will test out how well it can avoid itself around different objects, in this case, transformers. So as you can tell, it did a great job avoiding all the different transformers. It came really close without actually pushing it and relied solely on its sensors rather than any push sensor. So let's go ahead and talk about the battery. Well, this battery is powered by a 6400 mAh battery, allowing you to go and clean large areas before returning back to the dock to recharge. If needed, it can recharge and resume cleaning right where it's left off. So overall, the Dreame L60 Pro Ultra is designed to make floor cleaning as automated as possible. You get strong suction, a detangling brush system for hair, a smart navigation to avoid obstacles, and a dock that handles most of the maintenance. And features like the Pro Leap obstacle climbing system that help solve one of the biggest problems robot vacuums usually have: getting stuck. So what do you guys think? Is it pretty good? Now, with that said, if you guys have any questions, comment down below. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.